Free Japan Channel number 36. Today, June 21st, 2024. The time is 6 p.m. here in Yokohama. Today it was raining in the morning, but now it is clearing up. In the western sky, there is even blue sky, but 6 o'clock, the night is approaching. Today's FGC's topic is Japanese Conservative Party. So I will introduce this new party to you. Japanese Conservative Party was established last year, 2023, by the famous writer Naoki Hyakuta. Mr. Hyakuta is the leader of this Japanese Conservative Party, and he is very famous for his novels. One of the novels concerned the kamikaze pilot who decided to go to kamikaze attack, leaving his young wife and baby daughter. The pilot in the novel said that he would go to battlefield and sacrifice his life, but his soul, his heart is always in Japan, is always with his wife and his daughter. And this word reflects the many of the kamikaze pilots who actually went to attack to the U.S. Navy fleet in 1944 and 1945. And in this novel, this pilot successfully attacked the U.S. carrier, and this was the end of this novel. The kamikaze pilot, this is a reflection of Japanese culture. I don't want to embellish the kamikaze attack here in FGC because it was a very cruel operation for Japanese Navy, and there was no choice other than this suicide attack, so to speak. But there were so many young people who devoted themselves to the country and lost their lives. Of course, they had the people whom they loved so much, and they wanted to study, they wanted to work, they wanted to lead familiar life here in Japan, but they abandoned all of these things and went to the cockpit of the plane or submarines. Mr. Hyakuta is known for conservative person, and it is very natural for him to establish Japanese Conservative Party. And his collaborator, Mrs. Arimoto, she is a woman who was very familiar with Japanese politics, and she has also several books of herself, and she was a commentator in the various TV and radio channels. So these two persons, Hyakuta and Arimoto, established Japanese Conservative Party. Then Nagoya City Mayor Takashi Kawamura also joined this stream. So now Japanese Conservative Party has three big persons, Hyakuta, Arimoto, and Kawamura. These three persons are leading Japanese Conservative Party. historically speaking, in Japan, Liberal Democratic Party, the LDP party, has been regarded as conservative. But unfortunately, this LDP has changed into the Liberal Party. So liberal means left-wing or international party. International sounds very good, but here in Japanese politics, the international means obedient to Chinese intention or obedient to Korean intention or, of course, obedient to the US intention. So this is the international, the meaning of international in Japanese political arena. Liberal Democratic Party cannot be depended on now. They can't be distinguished from other left-wing parties, Constitutional Democratic Party or Japanese Communist Party, indistinguishable from these parties. So Hyakuta is weary of this LDP and he finally founded his own party which genuinely pursue the tradition and culture, temporality of Japan and Japanese people. Therefore, I think that it is a very good attempt of Hyakuta to found such a party here in Japanese context. In Japan, now in 2024, the media and school education is so distorted that liberal way of thinking is Japan is a bad country or Japanese is a treacherous people and Japan should listen to other people's opinion in the management of their own politics and so on. These ideas are now pervasive here in Japanese society. So, curiously speaking, conservative idea and conservative way of thinking is minority here in Japanese society. So, Japanese Conservative Party of Hyakuta is also the minority, and this is a relatively new party. So, there are so many Japanese people who don't know the existence of this party. But now, in FGC channel, Free Japan channel, I would like to talk about this party with you, in that this party is authentically conservative and it cherishes the tradition and culture of Japanese people. Thank you.